welcome back to a new video. I am so excited to be taking you guys along with me this weekend, and rather this whole week, because there are some very exciting things that are going on this weekend. And you may be asking, or you may be wondering, Janie, what is it? What could have possibly motivated you to go out on a Friday afternoon after getting off work early to trek into the stores to buy all of these seemingly ordinary ingredients? Me and my friends are having a watch party. Not any kind of watch party. A Harry Potter watch party. Yes, you heard it here. We're having a Harry Potter watch party. Guys, I can't begin to tell you how excited I am about this, because I have been immersing myself in the wizarding world for quite some time now, since I would say maybe since last week. But I have to share that with you guys later when I finished prepping everything, because when I tell you that we're going all out, we are going all out. I'm talking pumpkin pasties, golden snitches, a Sunday roast, what else? Butterbeer lattes. Guys, the whole lot. We're dressing up in our house colors. If you guys aren't as hyped as I am, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. But regardless, I'm so excited. And what we decided to bring to the watch party is the pumpkin pasties, and we're making the happy birthday Harry birthday cake. I have no words. So, and everything worked out very perfectly because, again, got off work early and I need to stop talking and I need to start baking. So let's go. For the happy birthday Harry cake, we're gonna do a sponge cake with custard filling. We'll also put some freshly cut strawberries in between the layers as well, so it'll be custard and strawberries, and then it'll have a cream cheese frosting on the outside. That sounds so good. My mouth is watering. Okay. I'm gonna start off with the cake first because I need it to cool completely before I start layering it. Honestly, I'm a bit nervous because I've never baked a cake before, like from scratch, but you know what? We're in this together. It's gonna be okay.
fosse Bahia, no alto da ladeira, aperitivo e piscina,
Here we go. Oh, that's
enquanto na
beautiful.
Ondina
Beautiful.
tem jacaré e capilinha, no alto da ladeira, aperitivo e piscina.
Hopefully I don't look too busted. I needed to update you guys on yesterday's activities, yesterday's hangout. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Roast, no notes. Pumpkin pasties, no notes. The birthday cake, no notes. Decor, chef's kiss. Everything was as it should be. So we decided to watch Prisoner of Azkaban because that's the last movie before it kind of like shifts into very much darker territory. Tell me why me and the girls, we still cried. The boys did not, which, very typical. It got me in my feels. But as I was telling you yesterday or on Friday, why this hangout came at the perfect time is because I've had this very intense desire to read a really good enemies to lovers story. And nothing could satisfy that desire. Nothing could fill that void for me. And my FBI agent knew what they were doing because I went back on TikTok one day. Somebody posted a video with a caption saying, like, I want an enemies to lovers book where it's not insta lovey or any lick of attraction in their first interactions with each other. Like, I want it to be pure hatred and disdain for each other, right? And so, being the good TikTok user I am, I looked in the comments. Somebody made a great suggestion. They said, that's why Hermione wins. And I was like, it's like my third eye opened up and I was like, why did I never clock that? See, growing up when I was traversing through the landscapes of Tumblr as an impressionable youth at the time, I was never really drawn to that. I always saw like people talking about like Hermione fan fiction and just like being die-hard Hermione fans. No, I get it now. So I was doing my research, seeing like, okay, what Hermione fan fiction would, pique my interest? What Hermione fan fiction would fill this void? And boy, did I find that. I found The Disappearances of Draco Malfoy by Speechwriter. When I tell you, this book is like altering my brain chemistry. I'm not even joking. I think this is going to be the best enemies to lovers book I will ever read in my lifetime. Everything about it is absolutely perfect. Their characters and their story is so perfect and aligned with what a true enemies to lovers story should be. Oh my goodness. Before I get ahead of myself, the premise is, what if Draco Malfoy accepted Dumbledore's offer to have the Order protect him and his family? If that's not grounds for a perfect redemption arc, I don't know what is. A lot of people consider this as canon. And the more that I read it, the more I'm like, yes, yes, it is in fact canon. This is in fact the seventh book. I'm very hesitant to finish the rest of the Harry Potter series because I stopped after book 1. It just left me so emotionally damaged, not only because of like the overarching themes of the story, but also the nostalgia factor. It made me feel really emotional about how quickly time is passing by, so I was just like, let me stop. But after reading this, I fear that I might not even finish it. The slow burn. Like, we love Ron, but Ron, I'm sorry, babe. I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's not. So, anyways, that's what led me to be so hyped to have this watch party. I mean, this isn't the only reason, but it definitely added a lot more oomph. All to say, I had a fun time. It was amazing. Everybody dressed for the most part in their house colors. I did Hufflepuff and Ravenclaw because all my life I've always been a Hufflepuff. But when we were planning this, I just retook the test just to make sure that I was in fact in the right house so that I could dress in the right color. And all of a sudden I was a Ravenclaw. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean, I'm not mad about it. I get it. People change, people grow, you know? So I just decided to do blue and yellow, to pay homage to both houses. Yeah, it was so fun. Aside from that, though, I wanted to mention that whole Hermione rabbit hole that I've been entranced by. And like, I don't even know at this point. It's literally got me in a chokehold. I wanted to bring you guys along with me as I finish the last 12%, maybe the last 15%, I would say. And these chapters, you cannot breeze through them. They are hefty. It is a hefty book. It's like over 1,000 pages. And I'm like, this is probably going to be the best Hermione fanfic I will ever read because I am going to read more this year. I don't know if I'm going to read Manacled, but. And a lot of people say that The Disappearances of Draco Malfoy is a lot better than Manacled. But hey, I don't make the rules. I don't make the rules. But it makes sense if there were rules. Because Manacled, for those who don't know, is essentially a retelling. Well, not a retelling, but they're merging The Handmaid's Tale with the Wizarding World. And I just hear that book is so depressing. I'm not ready to tackle that, to brave that story, that book. I mean, to each their own, everybody has their own opinion, but knowing that story will most likely have a happy ending because it essentially follows the whole Harry Potter lore, but Manacled does not. And The Handmaid's Tale, I have read that, and it is bleak, to put it lightly. I would rather go for like the one that'll make me feel very happy and rewarded, not the one that's gonna make me feel, you know, distraught and malnourished. All I can say is that I could not breathe in some chapters of this story, okay? It's written as YA, so it's everything is very respectable. But oh my gosh, the emotions. The emotions, I can't. And Draco, just his redemption arc is just, it's too much. It's too much. And Hermione just sees him. She sees him. And he sees her. Gosh, they're cut from the same cloth in like the best possible way. I just need to stop talking. And I'm probably not going to read it tonight, but I wanted to tell you guys before the night ended because it is very late right now. Well, it's not very late. It's only 6 o'clock, but still, I need to reset. So I'll probably check back in tomorrow because I don't have any work. And maybe we'll start reading then, or maybe I'll include a few clips of me reading when I'm done cleaning whatever I decide to clean tonight. Love them together. This is way too much. had to switch you guys onto a different. Oh my god, you guys can barely even see me. Hold on. I needed to take a brief intermission to make lunch, but before I do that, I wanted to share with you guys my thoughts, if you couldn't already tell how I'm feeling at this point. This is probably one of the most purest and heartfelt love confessions I have read in a while. It's so beautiful, and all of the book girlies, all of my book girly friends, I am literally like shoving it down their throat that they need to read this book. Irene, I've already got her to read the first chapter and she loves it so far. She texted me and she told me she dropped all the other books she was reading just to start this one, and she loves it, as she should. I'm not gonna advocate so hard for a book that I don't have full faith in, that will entertain and that will, deliver. And bestie cat, homegirl is in the middle of her masters, so I'm not forcing her to read it anytime soon. And we're actually buddy reading Elsie Silver's Wild Love, which is definitely a 360 in comparison to like the chemistry and the tension between the main characters. So it's very jarring to me to switch back and forth from like very innocent and heartfelt Draco and Hermione to like, they're just very intense, these main characters in Wild Love. What's their names? Ford and Rosie. So, all that to say is my heart cannot take it. As I was reading that love confession, I was like, this has to be canon. This just has to be the 7th book. It just hurts my heart. And the more that I read this, the more that I realize how similar Draco and Hermione really are. The wittiness and the banter that they have, the chemistry is just, it's perfect. It really is perfect. It's like the banter and the chemistry that I love reading about in Emily Henry's novels. It's essentially that, but dare I say, it's a few steps higher. That's just how good it is. And I didn't realize how just like likable Draco could actually be. It's so good. And I also didn't realize how smart Draco actually is. And I love that these two characters, they challenge one another in ways that their counterparts in like the actual stories probably can't. Like, as intelligent as Ron is, I just don't think he's as supportive as Hermione. Like, I haven't gotten very far in the novels, but even in the movies you can see that he's always quick to downplay Hermione's emotions. Also, he's like a teenage boy, so it's very understandable. But the more that I delve into the Harry Potter lore, the more I realize that Draco would definitely like completely validate Hermione, especially her belief that house elves should be liberated. I definitely see Draco coming with Hermione to all of the protests and handing out the pins. Like, I didn't even realize that Draco was the one who made the Harry Potter stinks pins in Goblet of Fire. I didn't know he did that. I'm just gonna stay here in my perfect little corner and pretend that the disappearances of Draco Malfoy is actually part of the wizarding world. So, while I process chapter 27, because again, what a beautiful love confession, I will be making lunch, and hopefully it doesn't get too dark outside by the time I come back. Knowing how life has been going these past few weeks, it's probably going to be so dark by the time I get back.